Hey.
That's
Paul,
what I am.
Paul, are you on the bench?
Undefeated.
Are you on the
2-0.
bench?
2-0,
Yeah, Paul and I were just staring each other down
Not a big deal.
in Delhi.
Not a big
Are you
deal,
head
just
coach?
2-0.
Are you head coach?
Yeah.
And you're a trainer?
Head trainer, yeah. Head trainer.
Head trainer. You both okay? It's established. You both give head, and then
That almost came on my nose. Head trainer.
head trainer.
Is there another trainer?
Yeah, they all give head.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's smoking out back.
He's the tail trainer. You don't want to be that sorry son of a bitch, eh?
I always liked the trainer, eh? Because if you got hurt, they had to come be like, "Hey, you hurt? Oh, not that bad. Good, because I don't know how the fuck to help you."
Yeah. I took an afternoon course.
Yeah, I broke my leg in Tyke.
Yeah.
And the trainer just picked me up and put me in my mom's car and then I went to the hospital. 'Cause they don't know what the fuck
That's
to
what
do.
they teach us in trainer
I
school.
actually appreciated it. Yeah. Louis Sabota, good hunky, eh? What I'm going to do, Mike, is pick you up, put you in a car. My fucking leg hurts a lot, Lou. Ouch. Well, there's nothing I can do. I appreciated it.
We are streaming. No, oh, there's a first person watching now.
All right. That means I guess
We'll get our shit together, man.
All right.
I gotta wipe the food off my face. We got a show to run here.
All right.
Our first actual listener, a minute name. All right, let's go. Oh wait, wait.
Whenever you're ready.
Ready, set.
No, wait. Oh shit! Stop.
Technology.
No, I just want to start a new file so we don't have to record too
That's a
long.
good idea.
Create. And record. Ah!
2, 3, 4.
When you're out with your friends in your new Mercedes-Benz and you're on drugs and you show up late for school 'cause you think you're
been doing live from Dutch Hall for quite a while here in this pool shed in Pine Grove on Thursday nights. But we've been doing it, you know, under Canadian law. Week after week, we try to follow law to the best of our abilities. But the laws have changed this week, people.
Yes, they have.
Oh yeah, we here in Canada can smoke as much as we want of marijuana, cannabis, or weed. Pot, we can do it all, right? Well, I got news for you, coppers. We've been doing it the whole time. And you didn't catch us, you motherfuckers. Now let's talk about it for about an hour. All right, but there's only one way to get the thing started, people.
I'm happy.
We do a little thing on this show. It's called our theme song. Welcome everybody live from the Dutch Hall. We're
find it.
Canada's only late night talk show and the greatest podcast ever to come out of a pool shed in Pine Grove, Ontario. Bar none, people.
Hey, yeah, we are.
Because I believe we are that way because we have the greatest band in Canadian late night history. The Nocturnal Emissions, everyone. By everyone, I mean just you, Andy.
Audience of one.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll take it.
I like it. It's a great audience. And this week, our band, the Nocturnal Emissions, is comprised of a familiar crew. It's our band leader, Michael Bow, on rhythm and vocals.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I'll clap for him if no one else.
How you doing? How you doing?
Hey.
Beside him is the man that writes the music for the show. It's old cockhead himself, Dave the Rooster Charters. And in the corner there, you might know him for playing lead guitar, but I know him as a fine drywall associate. Drywall associate.
Steven.
That's Steve the Reluctant German, everyone.
Put that man to work.
Yeah. And right here, in the place where he belongs, one of the coolest people I know. And if you want to really spend some time getting to know yourself, what you got to do is you lock yourself in a room with this man. Because he's going to teach you things about not only the world, the universe we live in, but about yourself, man, when you look deep enough. He's the balls of the Nocturnal Emissions. Whiskey Wes Higgins, everyone.
Yeah.
And who's that fresh-faced young lad on the drums? That's our CRTC required Frenchman, the French stickler, Kev.
Hello.
Baby Lips Boulanger.
He's so pretty.
And working the cameras tonight. That's my brother. That's the bartender
Yeah,
there.
who's that guy?
That's also a great builder. That's Paul Van Dyke. Paul Van Dyke, everyone. Audience of one. Audience of one, by the way. Andy Coon, everyone's in the band.
And now it's the host of this program. It's the two-time President's Club Award winner. It's Boom Pete Van Dyke, folks.
I love it.
All right.
Do it.
Hey, that's a great opening.
Kev, you look pretty.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Paul's been very infatuated with Kevin ever since Kevin had a little bit of a shave on his face.
Yeah.
Paul has just fallen in love. He says he's.
I just fell in love with how he reacted to himself.
Yeah, I don't like it.
All of a sudden, Paul doesn't mind the drum sound check so much. He's just fascinated by it.
Yeah, he just stares. He goes, you know what? I like the camera. I like the camera, but it's not close enough for me. He wants to get super zoom. He's gonna go zoom on
It's
Kev's,
just no drums.
just Kev's beautiful face.
All red lips.
Oh, that's so nice.
So
Yeah,
I've heard a lot
I like
of
that.
stink about this. I've heard a lot of stink about this stuff. Apparently, it's marijuana, cigarettes.
Hey, marijuana.
Yeah.
What?
And in our country, we can smoke it now. So I'm gonna give it a try.
Why wouldn't you?
Oh.
First time, eh?
Ever done
Pete?
that?
That's amazing.
Be careful.
Oh, I like it.
Wooey, wowie, wooey.
All I'm gonna tell you right now, Michael, it's good.
Perhaps I can try.
Well, you should. This thing's like really good. I'll tell you, I shouldn't operate a motor vehicle. That's for sure. Because I am out of my head. I am out of my mind.
This is a real treat.
This is going to be a giggle fest. Just a bunch of nonsense and Doritos, right?
I'm flipping, I'm flopping, I'm all over the place.
You know, yesterday, Canada went from being a normal, law-abiding country of citizens that are just trying to, get through their day, being honest citizens like Charter's there, and then yesterday, I mean, the whole world opened up to us degenerates. Now we're all not criminals anymore. Now we're like
Now we're all on drugs.
we're all just these drug users everywhere, and the people were worried about it. And guess what? It was pretty uneventful yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, jokes on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody gave two fucks about
I've
it.
noticed no change.
Yeah, absolutely no change, and there will be no change for quite some time. In fact, you want to get weed in this province, at least, you got to go to the website there, and nobody has any more left. It's all gone.
Sold out.
Yeah, it's no more. Wait, there's no more left. You don't even have to worry about it because you can just still go to the black market like normal. But as soon as they run out, really run out. Paul said you can get it from another province, though. Can you just order it from BC or order it from
They'll mail it to you.
Newfoundland?
Oh, like the company doesn't have to be in Ontario to be legal?
Well, I think to get the
Yeah,
legal
like it's legal
stuff,
in the whole
it has
country,
to
right?
Buy it, but you can still go on the internet on the black market and get it from BC. They'll ship it
Oh,
right to
it's the black
you.
market.
I don't think it's legal that way.
Oh, it's not. What about booze? Can I order booze from BC? Like, can I order wine online from BC?
Sure. I think so. Why wouldn't you be able to?
Fucking right, you can.
Well, then why can't I buy weed?
Exactly. I don't see why you
I
can't.
think you probably can.
I'd let you.
Also, I got
You can
Charters-
you can transport it from province to province on airplanes now and stuff. A certain
Yeah.
amount.
I'm still putting my butt just for fun, just for old time's sake.
Just to make sure you can hoop it.
Just some
Yeah.
stinky weed.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that skill.
I think
That's a
I
life
think it cures it somewhat.
Oh no, it's too much moisture.
It gives it a little something.
No, get moldy.
What's this, a corn weed?
I don't know. First time.
It's got hints of corn and
Is
peanuts.
that chili?
It's a hint of lime.
But the fact of the matter is, I'm going to give people a spoiler alert on the whole weed business and how it's going to affect our country.
Okay.
It's not.
Surprise, Justin.
No one new is going to be smoking weed. Like, no one's changed. Like, if they do and they like it, then welcome aboard.
Yeah.
You know? If they do and they don't, and they weren't the type that are going to like that, they're not going to be the type to like it now. Like, it's just not their thing.
You don't think there's any people who were not smoking weed just because it was illegal, and now that it's legal, they'll try it and maybe like it?
Yeah, but those are good people. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to have a great time. Welcome. That's what I mean. Like, those are people that were lost souls before.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah. But that'll
Now they can smoke weed.
that'll be a difference, though, right?
Yeah, the good difference.
Yeah.
And the tight ass people still won't do it. You know what? You know how many people in like the communities? Thank you. Take it away from me. I'll eat it the whole show.
Munching out already.
I've been hungry for like 3 weeks or a month. You know. I
It's the
can't
side
eat-
effects.
Yeah, but now you've smoked weed.
Oh my God, the munchies have kicked in.
Oh man.
Took you a
I got
second.
those munchies now. Oh, it's all coming together.
Let's get some
Oh
snacks.
no, Dave's got Maynards.
Oh shit, we got some sours over.
Am I gonna like molest white women? Isn't that the other thing that it's supposed to happen? If I was a jazz singer now, and according to the marijuana like propaganda of like the 50s and stuff, where like some jazz singer would come fuck your daughter, some big black guy. That's why they try to scare people from weed. They'd be like a Mexican or a black guy is gonna bang your daughter, and like what? Fucking make it illegal. Different
That
times.
sounds terrible.
That was different times, but it really existed, where people would use it as a threat.
The only thing I found funny, it was yesterday, right? The 17th?
Yesterday.
Yeah, was to see some of the lineups to go to like the whatever.
Dispensaries?
Dispensaries, like, yeah, where they distribute it.
What's
So
up?
you see like the hippies and you see, average Joe Blow, and then you see the guys in the suits.
Yeah.
Everybody smokes weed. Like, it doesn't matter.
And those dispensaries are illegal.
Yeah,
They're still
they're all
illegal.
lined up.
Yeah.
Because
On the-
nobody really knows the rules. It's
No.
a bit of a fog.
Yeah. They won't punish me. They'll punish them for selling it, not me for buying it. So there's no risk to getting it there. And there's still supply short. You can't say it's legal and then you don't have enough of it, but we all have enough of it. There's enough of it out there.
Is there any truth to if you say you got caught for carrying some weed or whatever, that they're going to pardon that? If it's
They'll
not-
pardon it in Canada, but they won't take it in the States.
But that is true. Like that, well, people are going to get pardoned.
Yeah, if you have like a conviction for weed charges, they'll pardon you.
Really?
But
But
in the States, they won't accept your pardon.
Wasn't it that they're only going to pardon after you've fulfilled your sentence? So like it would take it off your record,
Oh,
kind
I
of a
see.
thing. So
Like-
those people who
You're
are
not
still
stuck with it.
incarcerated are still
Okay.
kind of in
That
bars.
sounds more realistic to me. Is that
Yeah,
like, you got
because
to
if you
serve your
broke-
time, but then it's off
That's
your record?
awful.
They should have just let
still
them all
sucks.
out yesterday.
Yeah, for
That's what
sure.
I mean. Like it's like the crazy
Doors open.
guy.
Yeah, we're out, man.
But they don't run around. They just like sit cross-legged on the fucking concrete.
Yeah. Play hacky sack.
Yeah. Hey man, you want to kick the sack around?
I think those are ambitious criminals too. There's some ambitious criminals that smoke weed too. What do you think? There's probably some serial killers that also smoke weed,
Oh,
and
man.
that takes a lot of planning. It's not at all
Some people are
debilitating.
really good at what they do while they smoke weed.
Yeah, that's right.
I am not one of them.
Yeah, you are
First-
not.
This first time that I've smoked weed, I've realized I'm terrible.
It's really affected you.
Terrible.
It's really affected you, Michael. Remember when you played the opening song? You were like hitting it, and you were like nailing the song.
Right.
Now you try that song now, Weed Boy.
Oh, not good.
You can't even get through the first lick of it, I bet you. You probably just see fucking pink elephants
I
and
do.
such.
I just laugh at my hand. Hey, old buddy. How you doing down there?
Yeah, whole 5 fingers, you.
But yeah, it's funny because some people are so good at what they do.
What?
While like they smoke weed and they're fucking geniuses. At
Hey, you
what
want
they
to
do.
tell weed rumors?
Yes.
Let's make a jingle for it. Weed rumors. Weed rumors. Weed rumors.
Things aren't true, but they might seem that way.
It's got to be a reggae thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got the weed.
Rasklat, bombklat.
Yeah. Boy,
Boy.
boy. What was the thing again? I forgot. The weed's gotten to me.
Weed rumors, rasklat, bombklat, weed rumors, rasklat, bombklat, weed rumors.
Rasclot bumclot.
We got the weed rumor where the bombklat, the rasklat, they talk the weed rumor, my weed rumor got the rasklat, the bombklat, the weed rumor. Everybody, go down low, and if you got to never know, it's just a weed rumor, well, a rasklat, a bombklat.
Very good. See?
Nice work, Michael.
I found that weed made you more creative, Mike.
That was Bob Marley.
Look what weed does.
This made him into like some sort of an improvisational genius. This weed has worked out fantastic for the whole program. Hey, weed rumors. So this is the part where we just like this is the part where we just like make up stories that we heard, but we have no proof of the stories about people that we heard smoked weed the whole time they were doing what they did for a living. Right? So I got one for you.
Weed rumors.
I only got one. Mark Messier, I heard he fucking smoked weed the whole time he played hockey.
That's why I like the chip so much.
Yeah, that's why he's in the Lay's potato chips.
He made up that.
And
that
he
can of
fucking
wine.
for an ugly guy got lots of puss. You can't take that away from the mess. Right?
I don't deny it for 1 minute.
Bet you
Mark
can't-
Messier is a legend with the ladies. A legend. He'll probably get arrested someday for it.
Hopefully not. The moves.
That's what happens. They used to say Bill Cosby was a real ladies' man. Different times. All of a sudden, you can be a guy you think is really good at talking to girls at the bar, and then you be in like 20 years, you'll become the guy who's like who went to bars to find vulnerable women who are under the influence of alcohol, so he could prey on them with his merciless pursuit of blowjobs and fingerings.
It is musk.
Yeah.
He abused the power of the musk.
Yeah, yeah. We are shit, man, as men. We are not that good. Okay? In the general public right now, I would say like if we were like being a man in this point in time is the worst time to be a man, I would say, right? If we're probably the nicest men that have ever lived, you know, like it's been us. Or maybe the younger kids than us. We're probably still a little bit too archaic for like the 20-year-olds. They might be even nicer than us, you know?
But we're pretty fucking good.
But we're pretty good.
Sure.
Historically, we're great. They used to just like not too long in history, and for all of history before that, you could beat women until the 70s, right? So like from all of eternity to like the 70s, you could beat a woman, no big deal. Right? She gets a little out of
It
line.
was frowned upon.
No, it wasn't. It absolutely was not. If you watch movies from the 50s and 60s, if a woman's getting a little bit too emotional, the man just slaps her in her face and she thanks him for it. That's a real thing.
She was out of place.
Yeah, Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy, I can see that scene in my head. Just whacks her in the face.
Don't believe everything you've seen on TV.
No. Well, look, there's an interview with Barbara Walters
I
and
saw it once.
Barbara Walters and Sean Connery. You see that from the 80s when Sean Connery, who's like an older man in the 80s already, and he's going like the 80s is about the time where they're like it's too late to beat women. You can't do it. You can still beat kids. You can still beat kids, no problem. Those fuckers got it coming. Right? But you can't beat women anymore. We've had enough, right? But kids, fucking beat them for another 10 years.
They deserve it.
They deserve it. And then they stopped. Now you can't beat kids anymore either. Yeah, it's all over for us. Used to be we could exercise our strength as a species, as a gender, and now that's taken away from us. Now what are we?
Yeah.
Pussies.
We could just top shelf reachers.
Now we're supposed to
Sperm
use reason.
donators.
We're
What?
supposed to use reason and words now. It's
Yeah,
hard.
it's harder, isn't it? I like to use Hulk Smash.
Yeah. And fucking Hulk Smash worked. Because I guess what? Next time, I don't want fucking Hulk Smash. Hulk Smash fucking hurts. So I'm not going to be an idiot next time. Because I don't want to see Hulk Smash.
Yeah, that's right.
It
Hulk
fucking
Smash.
worked really good.
Did you do Hulk Smash in Harvest this year? Did you ever have to go Hulk Smash?
Oh, fuck, I wanted to.
Are you all done?
I am officially done.
Wrapped up in
Like,
the barn?
The boys are gone back down to TNT. It's
Adios.
dynamite.
Oh, really?
Today, yeah.
You have no people from foreign lands living on your property right now.
We are all Canadians.
Just you and your soon-to-be wife
Mm,
in
baby.
the splendors of the harvest gone by.
Well,
you
we
know?
just walk around naked.
And just think about, remember how good this harvest was? I provided for you, baby. Let's get married and enjoy it with our community of friends and family.
Sweetheart, I think it's time to gallop through the bales. This is delightful. Sometimes we sleep in it.
Purelator drivers here. That's our weed order.
You know, I was going to say, Michael, I have a idea for you, and I just, I don't want to speak for you, but it's your wedding coming up, and
I can't wait.
I want to give you a present you're really going to enjoy for your wedding.
Okay.
And I was thinking if we could get Steve, the Reluctant German, and Derek Van Houten, the Beaver,
Okay.
Oh boy.
to sing a duet
Oh.
to each other.
Wow.
Face to face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even if Beef can't sing.
what song would it be? That'd be awesome.
You should. Can
Are you
Beef,
saying that
can
I should
Beef
do
sing?
this at my wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can pass that one with Cal.
No. What you
Can
do?
we do it at some point before
It's
the
a
wedding? though?
surprise. Michael.
No,
You're
you do it
missing
late in the evening when people are pissed.
That's not a bad idea. I
You
like
do-
that.
You say, "This is what I asked my friend for a wedding gift. I wanted Beaver, Derek Van Houten, to go up and sing
Fucking
a
right.
love song. Steve can
Fuck
just play.
you, Beaver.
Steve
This
can
is
play
a great
guitar
idea.
because I know Steve's a great accompanist.
Oh, yes.
That's why I'm throwing you into this, Steve. I don't want you on vocals, man. That's Beaver's job, man. He is the vocalist. You just have to stare lovingly into his eyes, which is easy because you know Beaver's eyes are beautiful,
Yep.
right? But do you think it would be a nice little touch? You know what you did for him, eh? For his wedding, you sang into Dave's eyes.
I did listen to the last show, and everything you said was accurate, and everything Paul said when he made fun of us, also accurate.
Yeah,
Remember how we turned our chairs a little bit, angled towards each other?
Yeah, like,
I was so ashamed of you guys.
had a
Like
bow
I was
tie.
trying to
know.
MC this wedding.
I didn't know if people were laughing at us because
right
the
at
song
you.
we were singing, or because how we sang it, or just because of everything.
I can't hear that friggin' song anymore without thinking of it. And it's like a really, it's like we hear it and we can. It's like one of those things. If you're in a mall and you hear it coming out of a store, you'll like. I'm right there at the wedding watching you guys sing it to each other.
Oh yeah, you can picture
The
Dave's
whole
bow tie,
2
his
weeks leading up
mustache,
to the
everything.
wedding.
oh, Paul
Oh,
wanted to
bow
kill
tie!
us.
You wore a bow tie to that wedding. Oh my
Like, I
god!
can picture it like it's burned in my skull.
Really weird mustache at the time too.
Oh yeah.
A good
With
curl
wax,
on it.
So yeah.
Oh, wax
Heavy
curl. Oh, the Live from the Dutch Hall had a real bad outing at that wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We
once
were all
killed-
asked, like, in great honor. Like, a great honor. All of our.
Oh, it was an honor, yeah.
We won't take this away from Beaver. We love him. He's a dear friend.
Yes, he is.
And he asked us, great honor for me to MC the wedding, for Mike and Dave to perform, and being at that time, you were the Nocturnal
We were
Nocturnal
original OG.
Emissions.
The OG
OG.
Nocturnal Emissions, a 2-piece, right?
Yeah.
And they sat there. He goes, I would be honored if Live from the Dutch Hall's house band, the Nocturnal Emissions, could play at my wedding.
Didn't say that.
Not just any song either. The first dance.
The first dance.
Is that what it was?
It was too. The pressure is on, and then you're like, okay, we're gonna definitely play something in our wheelhouse, something like we usually play like '90s grunge.
Maybe some
Sometimes we
Queens of
play
the
some
Stone Age.
classic rock.
What do you want,
Every
Blind
once in a
Melon?
while, we'll do like an alternative modern song from today. And I go, let's go with the John Legend African American vibe. You guys give me a real African American love song, a vibe. And can we make it as like where if two guys were singing it, it would just scream of like gay love, right? That's really how I want to start off my years of wedded bliss. And Mike and Dave said, you know what? For you, Beaver, we'll do it.
It was
They
honored.
nailed it.
We did say that.
Yeah. It was I was proud and ashamed at the same time. Like I didn't know which way to go.
Yeah.
Because you performed it well. As performers, you were hired for a
We
task.
took it serious.
You took it seriously. You performed it to the best of your ability and nailed it, really.
Thank you.
Nailed it. But what you did that you didn't have to do was show the love for each other. Was that we really like shone through for the whole day for that bride and groom? I'm just telling you, people, if you got a wedding or something coming up, we're like up to like a 5-piece, 6-piece, sometimes like 12 of us will come to your wedding. It's going to be Van Dyke Party Services or the Nocturnal Emissions will just show up.
Yeah.
Nocturnal Emissions is like a fucking 100 of us. I can play a cymbal.
The rattle, slap rattle.
Triangle, yeah, I'm just sitting there with a slap rattle and drinking. Because it would all be, you'd have to cover all of our expenses as well.
They are
which
dear.
will be dear, yes.
But that works.
Yeah. You want to do it? Nocturnal Emissions too?
Yeah.
You know,
Would we have played Halstead's party?
no. What I did want to do was
Before he even asked, he said no.
yeah. It's like I knew it was coming. I was gonna say you brought up the idea of Beaver singing, and
Oh, yeah, your wedding.
I even like just the threat of it. I like the threat. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because when he asked us to play that very beautiful song, we had months of like, are you kidding me? So I have a story about fucking this. Is bullshit. Pissed me right off. So fucking Beaver makes us sing this song. All these stories are not a lie. It was the gayest thing ever. He calls me the next year. It's around his anniversary, a year later. Mike, how you doing tonight, bud? Doing pretty good. How are you, fella? Well, I'm cruising around with my brother and his soon-to-be wife, and I'm with my wife, and we're talking about our first songs we danced to. What was the name of that song that you guys sang? He asked me the name of that fucking song that we had. I about wanted to jump through the phone and punch him right in the teeth.
I'll never forget it. I had to listen to you
said,
practice it
are
for
you
weeks.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
You don't even remember the name of that song? You made me and Charters almost kiss each other while we sang it? You dirty. I think he might have fucking joke on us.
Yeah.
I lived like two months listening to every Dutch Hall. You practiced it together.
He doesn't even remember that was that song. That fucking
scarred
dirty
us.
bastard. Fuck us.
I thought he was
Charters.
going to ask you to sing it to his
No,
wife.
he doesn't even remember it.
I wake up in a cold sweat sometimes thinking about that.
Exactly.
Me too. Just the memory of it.
Oh, that's great.
What a prick job.
Yeah. It was like the first time you see one of your uncles finger your brother. It's like it was something that burns in your brain, you know?
Or your own father just making out with your brother.
You guys are idiots.
It's the weed, Paul. It's the weed.
Oh, wait. The weeds make me gone crazy.
The weed makes me want to tell stories.
Yeah, it does. Hey, you know what? Let's go into the smoking and driving. Oh no, wait. We got to do a segment before we do that. We got to do a segment we call feedback. We got feedback.
We got feedback. Feedback. Motherfucking feedback.
Oh, right off the top chat on YouTube,
Top chat.
we've got our first feedback from Tennille Zander.
Oh, Tennille. What up, Tennille? What a great girl.
Yeah, great girl. She says, LOL, I was there for that performance. She was our, watch the opening,
Oh,
live on YouTube.
hey, thanks.
If you wondered who the one was,
Oh. Hey,
Tennille Zander. There you go. You know what? Listener of the week, right off the hop.
Oh, she's the listener of the week. This is her week. It's your week, Tennille.
Tennille, it's your week. If you're still here, it's a real thrill for you.
Yeah.
You got through some nonsense. You've watched us all be transformed by weed.
Hi-oh.
Get those whiskeys ready for the snowmobilers, Tennille.
Yeah. Oh, she does that?
Oh, makes a drink like you can't believe.
Are you kidding me?
Dynamite.
I think that some of the best people I've met, and I want to say, I've moved to Delhi when we bought that church, and I believe I've moved into Delhi. I feel like I moved into Delhi, you know, because I own property there, and I love that town more than I've ever loved it. As I get to know it, I like it more.
Funny how that works.
I like the neighbors that walk past and trash my church. Like the one guy said, I'm fixing the front sign. This one old guy passes by and goes like, what kind of idiot would buy this place, right? And then I'm going, yeah, I don't know who would be so stupid. Heck, I'm going on with him, you know? And then he goes, no, honestly, like, what the hell would he want to do with it? Because he thought I was just like a worker that was there for the guy that bought the place. And then I'm like, I told him what I was doing, and he's like, oh, it's you. Then he laughed. But I like that guy. I like the high school kids who like hang out on my steps. Like I was saying the other day to somebody, I don't mind those kids hanging out on my steps. I like them. Some kids are just sitting there like thinking.
Those
you
are
know?
legendary steps.
Those steps a lot of people have stories about those steps where they found solace
Yeah.
on those steps. I've seen like two girls crying and consoling each other on those steps, you know. What am I going to say? Get off my steps, you know. I see a guy sitting there by himself. He's just sitting there thinking he's probably going through a tough time in his life. Sit on my steps. It's a church, you know. It's still a church at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, it'll always be a church.
I'm not going to chase people away from the steps of the church, right?
Yeah.
So I like that. I mean, everything about Delhi so far, I found the people that'll just stop and introduce themselves and be like totally cool and supportive. I have people call me. People have donated stuff for our kitchens. People have donated like building supplies and their time and effort and stuff like that. I can't thank people enough. That's the best part about feedback this week. For everybody that's helped out at the church, I mean, I can't thank you enough. And Steve the Reluctant German has done a hell of a job this week. I'm going to tell you. He was there before me at work.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Steve was before me at work twice this week. And
Better start figuring
but
out
the
what's
last
fucking
time
happening.
he came when I wasn't there, I was there before, but then I went for a run to get materials. So that was different. It was just a mistiming thing. But still, the guy was always, like, worked his tail off. He was outside of his comfort zone. And you know what he did? He found a new skill. What do you know he says about his cousin Ada? You want to, or his brother-in-law Ada? You want to hear what Steve says about Ada?
Yeah, I love Ada.
Is Ada still listening to the show?
Maybe, probably.
Oh, we think Ada's drywalling right now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, hey Ada.
Hey, you hear what's you hear what Steve has said in the past about Michael's farming trade?
Yeah.
You should hear what he said about Ada's drywalling trade.
Yeah, I found it really soothing. Really.
It was like a warm bath. That's
I don't
how
have to
hard
do it
that
every
job
day.
is.
I don't have to do it for a living. That would
Soothing?
kill. Yeah, there was something nice about just sanding down.
Fuck, you are singing the next song at a wedding, Steve. You and Beavers might be happening.
Yeah,
go.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be killer, man. End it. Last song of the night. Say this is the one to go home with,
Soothing.
because everyone's gonna be fucking tanked. The only people that are gonna be there at the end of the night are gonna be the hardcores.
What do you think you would go with at the end of the night like that? That's a tough pick of a song.
Love hurts.
I was thinking like
Love hurts.
I was like
Stairway
more
to
than
Heaven.
words,
Oh, that's a great one.
right?
Did anyone know that one off the hop?
Oh,
Oh, I know it. I know it. Yeah, that's good. Say that I love you.
Now,
just
save for
like
the wedding.
the words I want to
That's what Beaver's gonna have to
hear
sing.
from you.
Oh, this is perfect.
I'll slow dance with my wife, hands
Steve
right on
already
her butt
knows the
cheeks.
riff.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do, Steve. But look at him in his eyes. Mesmerizing eyes. This week's feedback is brought to you by our friends at Amazon. If you go to Live from the Dutch Hall's website, livefromthedutchhall.com, and you shut off your ad blockers, those things will not help you get to Amazon. But you click on that Amazon banner, and you know what you've done? You've stolen money from that bald genius prick, and you've given it to us, bunch of clowns. We're going to spend it on candy and whores.
Thank you.
That's the weed.
Oh, the weed's gotten to me again.
Is Amazon gonna sell wheat?
And whores.
Why not?
They should.
Eventually, the society will crumble right to the ground, Dave. You know that. Hey, so let's, and you know who else is brought to you by? Our friends at Norpac.
The beef people.
Hey.
Hey, I'm still gnawing on a few pepperettes this week. There's still a few leftovers. That's tertiary. You know what else? Wore that shirt twice already. Norpac,
The beef people.
good sponsor. And you know what I'm going to give to? Yarmy Electric.
Ah,
You know what,
yes.
Derek? I needed you. I still need you. And you know what, Derek? You need a rest. Go kill some animals up north or something. Do the things you need to do.
Come to Nashville with me, buddy.
Recharge your batteries. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work you like a fucking rented mule at the church, my friend, when you get back. I might capture you in a bag and put you in my trunk and just make you do electrical work against your will. That's how bad I'll need electricity by the time you get back from your hunting trip. So I hope you're listening to this show.
Derek, I'd like to just say thank you for the harvest season. We got through another one, buddy.
Actually, you know what? You got, for the farmers there that count on a guy like Derek, and that have Derek stepped up, you know what? Full props to Yarmy Electric. Yarmy Electric, if we don't get it right the first time, We'll get it right the second time. If we don't get it right the second time,
You can go fuck yourself.
brought to you by Clean Flow.
What up, Clean Flow?
It's every week, all the time. We ask people, please, if you'd like to tell us what you think of our program, go and give us some feedback. And we got some of our classics, some of our super fans that are there for us week after week. One of them being Andy Coote, who's here tonight.
Yeah, Andy.
Welcome back, Andy.
Andy Coote, he sourced us some raw materials for the church. He's donated his time and efforts to help an old chunk of coal, like myself.
You know what he did? He's brought a nice little mini keg of Heineken.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He had it. He said he had that by the furnace for 3 years.
That's how we like it.
Yeah, he was aging it for tonight because he felt it was going to be that right.
You can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that little bit of extra flavor, right?
Nice froth.
I call it stank.
I
I mean it in a good way.
Scuttleduke.
Oh, the scooter there.
Oh, yes. Hippenhoot.
I would say, what was I talking about? Oh, so we had all these like great regular super fans that are giving us their feedback this week. We'll start with one that I didn't get to a couple weeks ago. It was Ella Steppa Jones
Ella Steppa.
with regard to the episode Thin Lip Blowjob. She says, awesome. Love the shout out for Danusia
Yeah. The
from Norpac.
Are you friends with Matthew? Let's take a couple of extra pepperlet.
She always has the best stories about her family in Poland. And I'm like, you know what? There it is. Hey, we're not just having a sponsor on like Norpac.
The beef people.
We know them. Family.
Deep in their loins.
And the listeners know them. They're dedicated. And you know what? The employees there was what makes that a place to go to because they're characters, right?
That's right.
You will have to hire at least 2 crazy people, no matter where you are, to deal with the public. In order that you make a statement. You have to at least be a character, you know? Like Charters would be a great guy. I would hire him. Because Charters will come in with that stupid mustache or beard or long hair, whatever crazy shit he cooks up every day, right? And everyone that come into my establishment where Charters would be working would come in and see what kind of fucking weird outfit or look you got going on, right? Right, Dave?
You never know what you're going to get.
He's like Norm.
Mom always said.
Yeah.
Everybody.
He's a barrel of laughs, hey? Did you listen to last week's show, Michael?
Yes, I did. I find that I listen to the shows I'm not on now fully. The
Oh,
ones
yeah.
I'm on kind of half-assed.
Yeah.
I could
But the
not-
ones that you're not on, you
I listen to the whole thing, and it's great. You guys are great. It's hilarious.
Charters, you didn't find him to be like a bit of a stinker last week
I'm a fan of Charters, actually.
on the show? Is it the fact that he sucks that makes you laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's he's so bad he's good.
Yeah, and it works. And that's why I stare deep into his eyes.
Yeah. Because I struggled last week because, you know, part of it I'm thinking like this could be entertainingly funny if people realize how much of an idiot he is.
Yeah, I find that you get on a track, but you know what? Your good old friend Dave will bring you right back around.
Oh, yes, he does. He's good at bringing. Oh, so that's the skill I don't recognize
He's
he
very
has.
positive in that way. He kind of, you know, you might go out into a different zone. He
Yeah.
brings it right back around.
Right back around.
Good old Charters.
Oh, I wonder if this weed's gonna make it worse or better.
He wouldn't know.
What? Charters won't know. He's never
Straight
tried
and
it.
arrow.
You can't do it at your being master of industry. You can't smoke weed, can you?
I think anyone can smoke weed now, except the Toronto police.
No.
Because of the horses.
No, I heard on the news today.
Bad for the horse.
I heard on the news today. This is completely fucked. They were talking about which people can smoke weed, like, because some businesses are like, how are they handling the weed thing?
Yeah.
And they talked about in BC, I think cops are not allowed to smoke weed at all, ever. And this is the Toronto rule: you're not allowed to smoke weed 28 days before you report to work. I mean, who the fuck is off for 28 days straight?
Yeah.
Why don't they just say
Well,
you
it's
can't
a leap
smoke weed?
year.
Yeah. Is that the most fucked up thing you've ever heard? 28 days? Like,
Did they test before though?
I don't know.
They just made up a number?
That's the thing. That's what I'm.
28.
28 days.
I'm kind of thinking this
I
is
know his
actually.
number.
You think when weed becomes legal that this would be the best day for weed smokers in the country, right? Everyone would be like celebrating. It would be
Going
like
crazy.
the end of prohibition after 95 years. It's like no one's celebrating. Everyone's upset because it sucks. The new system sucks. It doesn't give us what we want. We don't have it for a reasonable price.
Right.
It's not available when we need it as we need it, you know? We had a better system that we built ourselves behind your back and it
Absolutely.
worked fine, and you guys are fucking it up. And now all you dickheads that had nothing to do with it are now trying to make money off of something that we had working fine behind your back when it worked fucking great. And we all drove vehicles, and it was all fucking great.
Before there was only one rule not to break, and that was don't do it.
Yeah. And we
And
did it
and you
anyways.
broke it, and now there's like way more rules.
No, it's awful. They've made it into something terrible that it suits no one because they're idiots. They should stay out of weed. Just make it legal and then fucking back away, government. You are stupid. You can't run anything right. You know what? In New York State, they had turned over off-track betting from private interest to the government run, right? So the government ran off-track betting, and they fucking lost money at gambling. Wow. That's how fucking stupid governments are. Gambling, you can't lose money at. They're fucking that stupid. That's how dumb governments are. They don't even care about what's real. They only want to just like make themselves look good.
Yeah, they like meetings and the aura of real.
I worked for a government agency. It was a Crown Corporation, so they're like their one shareholder was the federal government. And when they made, so their purpose wasn't to make money. Sometimes they had to like do things to suit the people of the country, right? And when they made too much money, which was like all the time because they were kind of like a bank, they would, and at least the time I was there, they would take that money and they would spend it on more people a lot of times, so that the government that was in power could say they created jobs, but we didn't need those fucking people or those jobs. They were just creating bullshit for people like me who was like trying to lend money, and like I was like a salesperson, you know, on the floor, and they would like try to like make up a job for themselves to do in order that they could justify why they're doing it, and they would just make up shit for me to do. And I'm like, I already got a fucking job. I don't need your shit. If you make up something to do, I got an idea. You do it.
Yeah.
And they always said, no, I roll it out. I'm like, well, I'm
creating jobs.
I'm rolling it back. Like, fuck off. Leave me alone. You guys are useless. You give our company nothing. You're just like a government handout to you. Because otherwise, you should just, if you stay out of my way, you're more helpful to me than if you do your job. Right? And that's the worst part about like when companies make too much money. Even corporations that have that in the middle, right? Do you notice that as a master of industry?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't notice that there's too much. Oh, you are in the middle. You are the fat in the middle that people are complaining about. I bet you, right? Hey, there's people on this show that they work where Charters works, and they listen to this program, and they know.
Can't have it.
They know the inside scoop, and when they look at Charters, he's a bigwig, you know. So they wouldn't dream of talking to him like the way I talk to him. Yeah? That's what they like about it. Eh? They're like,
they love you.
oh, they're like, oh yeah, Pete's giving what's coming to him because
Finally,
he's one of those like fucking snooty asshole middle manager, just parrot bullshit, taking it from both ends.
Who's the underground?
Motherfucker.
Who's the underground gang that listens to us? Where
Oh,
they,
at Cargill and
fucking
Tilsonburg.
what up, Cargill? Like stone cutters.
Yeah, man.
It's like they pass tapes around of the show.
Yeah. I hope you guys are listening to it in your trucks, man. Wherever you got to do it, in the shitter.
Fucking smoke your weed. Do it.
Do it. We're all doing it now, Cargill. Tilsonburg.
Your bosses suck.
Seriously, if you work at a place where they don't let you smoke weed in a country, how many places don't let you drink beer?
All the places.
Not at your job, but like when you go home at night. They see when you go home at night, you can't have a beer.
Nowhere in this country. I don't
No,
think.
yeah. no
There's
way.
nothing, right? Or is it like even like if you're a driver or anything like that, they recognize that eventually you're not drunk anymore, and you can drive again, right? Like you don't have it for fucking ever. Why would they just
Yeah,
like?
not 28 days.
Oh,
Toronto.
This is
police.
my
What the fuck?
this is my prediction of what's gonna happen. I'll save it till after feedback. I'll save it till after feedback. You know what? Another girl who's become a super fan. We have to have her in one time. Is Jane Townsend. Jane Townsend. You know Jane Townsend?
I don't know her.
Oh, she's a super fan.
Oh.
She's from Delhi.
Thanks, Jane.
Yeah, she says, "Happy belated birthday, Pete. The nocturnal emissions were a bit rowdy, and I liked it."
Oh.
You know what Jane is? Good Time Jane. I'm going to start calling her Good Time Jane. Because she liked when I did the back of the room humor. She liked when you guys got rowdy and started like giving it to fucking Kevin and Michael who weren't here. Right? She liked she liked that show in Delhi. She came to the show in Delhi we did at the Little Belgium. Which was a fucking horrible show.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
Right? Oh, it was terrible. It was it's stuff nightmares are made of.
Yeah, I hated that thing.
Every bit of that show I hated. And she says she liked it. But it was a shit show. It was rowdy. Like the crowd was fucking like a bunch of animals, you know? And yeah, they were assholes, man. Oh, I wanted to punch so many of them.
I hated being from Delhi at that time.
Yeah, I was ashamed to be from Delhi too.
Yeah, I really, that was like the first time I was super ashamed of being from Delhi.
Yeah. But you know what you won't get that at? And when we do shows at the church, you want to know why? No dickheads allowed.
Fucking right.
That's right.
If you even heckle at one of my shows
Your teeth
and you're a
punched in.
dickhead, you can't ever come back to another show.
Yeah.
You're
Get out.
gone forever.
Ever met Paul's Fist?
If you don't understand the rules, then you get out.
We
And
need
we
some
all,
kind of
yeah.
quick dickhead test at the door.
This is-
Something like one question you ask that tells if they're a dickhead or not, and then if they get it wrong, can't come in.
You got
Oh, you can tell.
Okay, I got one.
Bouncers.
They gotta know something about the show. How about
Perfect.
that?
Yep.
They gotta go what's something only who's the original super fan of the Live from the Dutch Hall? The Haitian Dwarf. If you don't know the Haitian Dwarf, then you can't get in the hall. How's that? Does people that don't listen to our show can't
Name one member of the Nocturnal Emissions.
I like it.
yeah, that's pretty big. Because you can name anyone.
Pretty
It's
yeah.
easy, right?
wide
You
open.
can't do that. You don't belong.
If you can't name a nocturnal emission.
Exactly.
Hey Charters, do you remember your nocturnal
You're
emissions?
also not a grown up.
What do you mean?
Do you remember when you came in your bed?
No.
You don't remember ever having one?
No.
Do you
I
remember
think I
your
started
sheets
jerking off
being
real
real
early
stiff?
and then just rode that out.
Realized it was working for you?
Still riding it out.
You never had the when you were young. You never had the accident on one.
I don't remember it.
What kind of Catholic are you, man? You're supposed to repress yourself until you explode in your sleep. That's how it works for Catholics. You're not supposed to think it's shameful, and you just like want to touch it, but you can't.
You're just looking at the Sears catalog bras.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the big pussy mounds in the underpants. You know, the big you can see the muff pushing the underpants out.
And the
Hanes.
underpants go up to the belly button.
Yeah.
Hanes
But you
all
can
the
see, I can see the darkness.
The old wish book.
Which
Oh, the old Sears catalogs. Don't throw those out, Mom. I'll have a peek. I think there's some cologne in there I'm looking at.
yeah, still picking out my Christmas present.
Yeah. I also like Chatelaine. They were heavy on the bra ads in there. Chatelaine.
Yep.
Sometimes you see a nice areola
Oh.
Poking out. What's that?
poking out
Is
through the
that a
lace
shadow?
or something.
Is that a shadow?
I don't know. That looks like pink or something. I don't know. Brown? What is that? Could it be pink or brown? Are there both colors?
That's why we're so interested. You
Yeah.
never know. It's like a surprise every time.
Yeah. You've seen pink and brown nipples, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like on a real life girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all alive. Yeah.
Good
Oh.
for you.
You know, let's check on. We should really check on this lady in Delhi. She listens to us every Friday when she's getting her cheese together. She's the cheese lady from The Second Mouse. Let's check on Teresa.
Yeah, we're chicken on the cheese lady, on the cheese lady, chicken on the cheese lady. She's always on the run. Chicken on the cheese lady, on the cheese lady, chicken on the cheese lady. She's always having fun. Chicken on the cheese lady, on the cheese lady, chicken on the cheese lady. She's always on the run. Chicken on the cheese lady, on the cheese lady, chicken on the cheese. Teresa, what you've done?
What have you done, Teresa? That was a good one, guys. That was a fun one. Well done.
A lot of has
This
Wow, that's a
cigarettes.
Was she still
Seven
laughing or
Haas?
coughing?
No, there's only
She
4
smoking
Haas.
weed?
Sorry.
She coughing?
She tried the weed.
That's how it starts.
She's on the
I bet they will never miss another birthday show again after you roasting them. LOL. Hashtag funny shit. You guys really caught some firestorm of bullshit.
We fucked up big time.
Kevin got a mason jar in his asshole, right, Paul?
Yeah, that's what the card said.
A mason jar in his asshole. That's how he lost his virginity. That was not supposed to become public knowledge. But that's what happens when it's a birthday show.
It's important to stretch.
It is. It is.
Yeah, pickle jar will break. Do you ever see the pickle jar that breaks in the guy's butthole?
What?
So awful.
No.
It's an internet video. It was around the same time as two
Steve's
girls.
spending
One.
too much time on
Yeah.
all gore.
Yeah, but
You
I
know
love
what's
how
funny
Steve,
is, like,
Steve
people-
knows it.
I know
it's
it.
so awful.
Yeah.
Steve knows everything about the internet. He knows things like he goes to me today. Do you know there's a sale in Stratford this weekend for props from the Stratford Festival? It's a once in a blue moon event. I'm like, no, I don't know that. How the fuck would I know that? How do you know that? Like, seriously, how do you know
I
that?
have no idea how I know that. Probably Facebook.
You know how the internet is? How it's like all knowing and big as shit and whatever, and it just keeps like running zeros and ones and like fast. That's how I picture the internet. If you could see it,
Like the
it'd just be like
Matrix.
flowing through like zeros and ones. That's Steve's head. Like the whole day's processing shit. I don't even know where he's getting it from. I think you picture him at home with just screens like of information that he's just
Zeros
gathering.
and ones.
Yeah, and he's just like watching all these screens and he's soaking up information. He's like taking it all in, and then he's just going to use it for evil. Like,
Because he's German.
yeah, because the
Maybe.
Germanness comes out in him.
Evil.
Eh?
Evil.
Are you afraid of the German coming out in you? Because you know what's in you.
I don't know. It doesn't rear its ugly head.
You're not scared by your heritage? Like for
No.
me, I'm proud of my heritage. I like
Right.
the Hungarian and the Dutch side, but you hate the Germans.
I don't know the German side. I didn't,
You said you were against Hitler.
I am against Hitler. Yeah.
All right.
that's-
All right,
Good
we're on
answer.
the same
Good
team there,
answer,
Steve.
Fuck.
Oh, it was a close one.
Whoa.
I was worried that he was going to start sticking up for Hitler there.
No way.
No, so you're against Hitler.
That's correct.
Okay, we're on the same page here.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Jesus. So you are against the Germans.
So yes, Stephen.
Yes.
We can move on
The
now.
war.
Okay, last question, Steve. Last question. No, this is. I will let it go. I'll let it go for weeks. How about that? A month.
Sure.
A month I won't bug you about being German. Sorry, Laurie, but you have to answer this question. You have to answer this question. If you're watching a soccer game between Holland and Germany, and Holland's just coming down the, I like to say it's Memphis Depay. He's like showing his strength,
Don't get me started.
and then he said just hammers a goal. It hits the German goaltender right in the balls, goes in the goal, of course, and Holland wins, and then just shits all over Germany. How do you feel at that point in time?
I'm indifferent, really. I'm not going to get excited over soccer at all.
I'll take it. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
Steve doesn't like sports or Germans, so he doesn't even care.
Oh yeah, that would have no effect. It would be like dead on to his heart.
But
Yeah.
did you just like make that up in your head?
What?
That play?
that whole thing? Because that just happened for real in life.
What do you mean?
Holland just wiped the fucking floor with those dirty Germans.
I made it up out of my head.
Yeah, I know you did. You didn't even know it happened. They fucking killed the Germans 3-0
Really?
over the weekend.
Shit in their mouth.
And Memphis Depay was a superstar.
No,
Yes,
I feel it in my bones.
it's the weed.
Get me another one of those things.
He's a fucking psychic.
I love weed.
Magical.
I become magic.
Turns you into a wizard.
Is that Gandalf
Hey,
over there?
Michael, write it down. Weed makes me a wizard. That's the name of this one. Man, do I have more of that stuff? Because it was great. So, we got the cheese lady. They said, okay, we got that. Thank you very much, Teresa. Everyone, if you'd like to go and go to Delhi. If you're in Delhi, check out the Second Mouse. It's a great cheese shop, and Teresa is a lovely, lovely person.
Try the Scottish cheddar.
And you know what, Teresa? I cannot wait to open our doors to you so you can come visit us in Delhi at the Spiky Ball Studios. It's going to be great. And there's only one more person we have to get in touch with, and it's a man who's been with us since the beginning. And Charters, get your shit together, buddy. You all right? It's the weed. He's got secondary. It's our good buddy, the Haitian dwarf.
Hi-ho, it's off to bed we go.
Smoke some pot and show your twat.
Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Nice.
Well, there's been a guy that's been giving us feedback on iTunes, really since episode 1. And I think we're at like episode 260 or something now.
Is that
Right?
what it is?
Yeah.
260 run.
I think we're at 260 right now. And anyway, so Haitian Dwarf, he's been with us since the beginning, and he gives us another piece of feedback this week. He gives us 5 stars.
That's 5.
He entitles this week's feedback, Happy Birthday. Oh, I keep forgetting I say it. Happy
what?
birthday, Mr. Van Dyke. Birthdays come and go, but one thing remains constant. ... What do you think it is? Rooster sucks balls?
Whoa.
Oh, is that what he said?
I don't know. He didn't say. He goes ... It's those birthdays come and go, but one thing remains constant. You guys suck.
Oh.
This is what comes in my head. He gives me ... and I don't know
finish
what.
Just trying to fill it
We
in.
gotta
He didn't
finish
finish it. He didn't finish it. What he gave us was half a feedback. I'm. How about both of you? Whoever did it. That's my favorite.
One thing is constant.
Why doesn't everyone just get a band?
Nocturnal emissions are awesome. That's one
Yeah,
thing.
that's
constant.
clear.
See?
Clear.
Positive.
That is true. It was there was a rating, but to be honest with you, the rating was at 1 when you guys played your song. And we're at 4. I don't know what to. There's 4 people watching right now.
All right.
High
Big
4
time.
people.
Oh wait, there's actually another maybe another message. Oh, look at this. Jane Townsend says the church is also a Pokemon gym.
What?
Yeah, my
Really?
church
no
is a
wonder those
Pokemon
kids are
gym.
hanging out there.
Goodness gracious, I'm gonna get myself some Twirtles.
What in the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean? A
I don't know.
Twirtle?
I don't know what that
Maybe
is.
I'll
You
catch
never had a
Charmander.
Twirtle? A Squirtle? Is it a Squirtle?
I don't know.
I don't know Pokemon either. Do you know Pokemon? One of them rhymed with turtle,
My
and it
kids
looked like
know
a turtle.
Pokemon, and Kevin knows Pokemon. And Braden
and
Newcomen
Kevin.
knows Pokemon.
Kevin, you know Pokemon?
Yes.
Squirtle?
Yes.
It's like a turtle, right?
Yeah. It's like a blue turtle.
A blue turtle. Oh shit! Okay, this is a big closer. We this is a big closer because we're already an hour, and I said I'd keep it to an hour. All right, I forgot to unveil this.
Oh my goodness.
No.
It's a beauty. It's
Is that a fucking eagle?
this is the shirt I was talking about on the show. Look at the wolves down the sleeve.
Oh.
Holy shit.
The wolves are right down the sleeve.
This is putting my mind in
you
a
gotta
bottle
zoom in on
right
that.
now.
And it has an eagle and a wolf on it.
Like
I don't
a-
know if you
What
guys want to
the
go to YouTube.
fuck?
Paul, you got to pull that up on the full.
There
screen.
is a pack of wolves underneath the eagle and the wolf too, and they're howling at them.
Oh yeah, there's all these wolves.
This is the best shirt I've ever
It's a
seen.
full moon.
wolf, wolf, wolf. This is like a weatherman. You got to go backwards. Wolf, 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 and a pack down each arm.
What the fuck?
A
And
fucking
just
pack.
one eagle?
Oh my god.
Is there anything on the back?
I don't know.
Oh, it'd be
No.
sweet if it was eagle's wings.
Just the wings. I know it's pretty bitchin'. Look at that
fucking-
eagle's eyes, man.
Yeah,
I
that
like-
eagle is crazy as shit.
yeah, that eagle's gonna fuck up the
I'm not
wolf
the kind of eagle that just hangs around with fucking eagles. I hang around with wolves.
I know it's the coolest shirt ever.
Is that from Simcoe Fair?
No, this is the one I got from that lady that worked with me. That I told her I bought a wolf shirt from Simcoe Fair, and she told me my sister wears wolf shirts. She just likes the outdoors.
Yeah.
And then I go, no, she doesn't. I go, how old's your sister? And she goes like 21. I go, show me a picture of her on like Facebook or whatever. She shows me a picture of her, and she's like a cool. You can tell she's a cool chick. So I'm like, this chick thinks it's funny, you know, like it's hilarious. And she goes, no, she's a nature lover. And then eventually she saw her sister on the weekend, and she's like, my guy I work with says that you think it's a joke, wear wolf shirts. And she goes, yes, I think it's a joke. It's ridiculous. These are ridiculous shirts, you know. And then she came back and told me, yeah, my sister was
She's in on it.
she's in on my joke. And then she bought me this shirt
She
for my.
bought you that.
Yeah, she saw it and she's like, I'm gonna get it for Pete. It's a little
What's
small.
this girl's name?
Andrea, she is now married.
Andrea, can I have some sort of wolf shirt too? I fucking love that thing.
I don't know if Andrea listens to this program, but if she
Wow.
does, she should.
Jeez
She should.
Christ.
She was actually one of my favorite people I've ever worked with. To Andrea, if you are listening, you were one of my favorites. Because she thought she realized that I wasn't an asshole within 6 months of working with me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all it took.
Yeah, that's a person that's got a big heart. She's willing to see through a lot of shit.
Nice smile too.
Anyways, everybody, if you like this program, I don't know why. And if you did,
We might forget it.
but if you did, tell somebody about it and let them like maybe share it on your socials or do something to tell people about what we're doing here. And continue to listen to what some announcements. If you'd like to follow Spiky Ball Studios, we're getting our social media stuff all together for Spiky Ball Studios. So look for us. Try to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff, or you can do the same thing for Live from the Dutch Hall. But until next week, we will see you, NT. See you next Thursday. Abu.
That is an unreal shirt. I'm not fucking kidding. That is awesome. I can't believe there's an eagle with a pack of wolves. They're like wolves are howling at it. That is fucking awesome.
Almost.
This one's my favorite. We are all on the drugs, yeah. Pardon me?
He was
Yeah?
so
Yeah.
He went ran
That was
in
fun.
his truck, grabbed his guitar, and he sort of like.
No, Weezer's always
He loves
yeah, I shouldn't say always. I like
just got to work out some.
Job site trailer build big bird.
Gotta figure out.
Oh my god. I did not
Yeah.
know that song.
Yeah, like big time.
Did not have a solo. I had not tried that song. It was fun. My solo was not good. I couldn't hear my guitar.
Holiday
And so I was like,
they're all good though. There's not one I would say is
and then I was like, why can't I hear what I'm... Dude, you should be thinking about what you're playing instead of wondering where you're... But I can't hear what I'm playing. Well, I'm in the middle of a solo, so play something.
I like green.
Did he just leave? Oh. Right in your way.
Boston.
I had to be in...
I gotta
shoot
start with
tomorrow.
number 8.
Original Boston's. That's that one's.
That's why I feel like I missed a lot of like.
Hey, great joke. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't need your wheel.
No. Just writing it down.
Oh, I
and
am
it's-
a Mennonite. When you guys were making fun of me as a Mennonite, I'm like, what? I didn't get it. I'm like, what do you mean I'm a Mennonite? I was from the one Christmas.
Yeah, or Halloween.
I think we played at the Belgium Hall that night.
Yeah.
Band.
Yeah, the band was all Mennonites. You were in that picture. You're with
Sheer?
Tom Selleck. Yeah, you're with Magnum PI.
I'll tell you, talk about a guy who's gonna be a good time when we go to Nashville.
Sheer.
Oh,
He's a beauty, man.
I fucking love that guy. All you gotta do is listen for a real loud yell and just the biggest smile you ever see. There's Sheer.
We saw Charles
Always
get about
having a
that
good time.
Airbnb, man.
You hear like the Macho Man's voice.
Hey, Paul.
Are we want to visit?
My neighbor...
We think we're still
had a
visiting.
bunch
very
of...
much. Hey, Mike, when are you going? What's your days again? Is it like Thursday to Sunday?
Nashville?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday the 20 something to December 1st.
Oh man, what's going on?
Oh, next week, can we do the show another day?
Which ones?
Charters.
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh yeah.
Wes, what do you got
I'm
next week?
good like, I'm good, not good Tuesdays.
Original.
So I'm probably Monday or Wednesday.
I'm on nights. Going nights. So
This definitely got better as it went.
I could do Wednesday.
The top of that cake sucked.
Oh yeah, I'll have another one actually.
Then
The
what's
beer,
that
when
glass
I
have?
had that,
What can
I
you
let
do
it
next
the
week
cold
other than
die down. It was
Thursday?
really
The
good.
glass has to be cold.
Yeah,
Start that.
it was good.
Well, Wednesdays is our practice night. So.
I just had one left on.
No, I gotta pick one up.
Sorry.
Glass has to be cold.
Yeah.
I do not know what
Sometimes just
happened
get
here,
the
Pete.
Kind of foam off.
It wasn't like it had like no pressure on it. Well, see, that's foamy as fuck because that glass is warm again. Should put it in. Oh. Like the whole thing.
What we don't have to do as much to that booth. I don't know when we can change to Sundays.
Yeah.
See, if we sparingly do a live show in the basement and make it a bigger deal, I might be able to justify the liquor license. But if we do it every week, I can't justify liquor license. 'Cause no one's
Your
gonna come.
sponsors would start covering something like
Yeah.
if